Power tip number 1, and all of these tips are based off of trying to save you some time. So we're making questions, so we go to the question banks. And let's say we're trying to make questions to put in our bank 3.4 solving by the square root method. So I go to add a question. I get to the point where let's say I'm doing multiple choice. I want to bring in an image. I choose Canvas. Now watch partly what happens here. This is the thing we're going to fix. Course files. Oh yeah, okay, it's the third one down, and then it's okay, it's the fifth one down, and then it's type number 3. And what's happening here is to find my image, I am going through, and again, I just want to make a question, so I'll just put some things in here. But when I'm making that question, what's happening every time is to get to my file, I'm spending quite a bit of time, course files, number 3, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, hit it, scroll down, hit it, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Like that process to me is adding a lot of time to my construction of this question. So here's what I'm going to suggest we do. I'm going to go to Files, and I'm going to go to find that file group that's got all of my pictures. That was in the quadratics area. It was in solving by square root. It was in type 3. So here are the ones I want to get easy access to. So what I'm going to do, let me just back up one folder. I'm going to take that particular folder and I'm going to move it so it's at the very front of the line. Now, in theory, I'll do it two ways. Well, I'll do it the way that will work for sure. So that would be, I'm going to go to here and I'm going to say move this. And I'm going to move it to just the basic folder of the entire class. And now, guess who's at the top of my list? Type 3. Now the strategy here is I can always move that folder back later. How easy is that to move a folder back where it's supposed to go? But I want it at the top of that list so that it will be there while I make my questions. Now watch what happens when I go do my making my questions. So if I position that there at the beginning, watch what's different now. So I say add a question, and then watch what happens now. Look who is at the top of my list, and I grab my image and I am moving. All right. So I'm able to speed up the finding of the files. Now that may not be a big deal initially, but it can save you a huge amount of time, especially if you are many folders in, course, type, number 5, and then I'm done, and so on. So I'm able to create a quicker turnaround on finding that image. And all I'm doing is I'm going to Files, and then I move that there. Let's say I just finished all my questions. Well, I can move it back where it goes, right? And I don't know if yours is able to do it this way, but actually I can just say, please just go back into where you belong. And guess what? It moved it into that spot. And let's say I wanted to do, the type 4 ones of this particular group. Again, what I would do actually is I would just make that instead of in this folder. So maybe let me delete that. What I would actually do is I would just say, let's go to the main folder and let's just add a folder, and I'm just going to call it type 4 for now. And again, and I would, put my images in there, right? We would put our images in there. But again, the power to that is when I'm making my quiz and I go, okay, let's make some questions. And then, we're making more questions or whatever. Then when I go add question and then I say, give me the image, guess who is the first one in line right there? And so then I can get into there, grab my image, and move quickly. And then how hard is it to just put a folder back where you want it later? So that's just a matter of moving it. So I want this to go back into that place, and so I can just pick it up and move it that way. Or again, like I showed before, if you want to move a file, you can just go to the move option. Oops. If you want to move something, you can just pick it up and move it this way as well.